Morning friends, welcome to Sharekhan Pre-Market View. Indian markets yesterday opened on an extremely negative note on the back of concerns over the Greece crisis. Markets which were down over 500 points during the day saw some late buying and recovery in the end to end down by about 160 points down on Sensex and about 65 points down on Nifty. However, the global markets continue to remain jittery. Yesterday, US market saw a sharp cut in trade with heavy volumes. Dow was down by about 350 points. Nasdaq took a cut of about 122 points and S&P was down by about 44 points. This was after news and reports that Greece deadlock continues to remain, with today being the last date for making payment to IMF, and there is a very likelihood chance that the country might default on its payment since they are looking to call a referendum which would happen on Sunday. So overall markets remain tentative and volatile and are closely watching action which is happening in the Greece market. Even if you look at most of the other Asian markets taking cues from the global market are down and flattish. In fact, China is down very severely today in early morning trade with a cut of about 5.5% on index. If you look at our market, indication from SGX is that we are going to open on a negative note by 37 points down in the red near 8280 on the Nifty futures. If you look at the flows yesterday, the flows from FIIs were negative. They were seller to the tune of 711 crores in the cash market, whereas they had certain short covering in the index future and were buyers to the tune of 498 crore in the index future. DIIs roped in a certain amount yesterday. They were buyers to the tune of 906 crore in the cash market. Now, after opening with a gap down, though markets would continue to remain volatile, let's have a view in terms of where Nifty can trade from our derivatives list.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Taking negative cues from the global markets, ahead of news of the Greece crisis, the Indian benchmark index Nifty started the session with gap down opening of approximately 100 points. However, till last minute of the trade, Nifty was trading with negative bias. We have seen a sharp sell-off in many of the blue chip counters like Hindalco, Tech Mahindra, Tata Motors, SBI, which were down in the range of 2% to 8% each. However, Nifty has taken support at around 8,200 odd levels, but despite the pullback, we have seen many of the sectors closed in negative territory, and due to which Nifty ended the session at 8319 with a loss of approximately 0.75%. In this period, we have seen that huge short positions were built up in Nifty futures as open interest increased sharply by 10% from 1 crore 46 lakhs to 1 crore 60 lakhs. Approximately 14.19 lakh shares were added in open interest, and Nifty futures price decreased sharply by approximately 60 odd rupees from 8381 to 8319. Nifty cost of carry increased by 50% from 0.07 to 0.11%. Despite the sharp sell-off in markets, we have seen PCR is increased by 5% from 1.01 to 1.06, which is clearly indicating that put option has seen good build-up in yesterday's trade. We have seen that put option has added approximately 46 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has added approximately 19 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was up by 9.77% and it finally closed at 17.30%. In the options activity, we have seen that 8,300, 8,400 call option has added huge number of shares in open interest. 8,300 has added 20% shares in open interest, followed by 8,400 which has added 10% shares in open interest. Also on the put option side, we have seen that activity shifted from higher strike price to lower strike price. Earlier 8,000 put option was having highest number of shares in open interest. Now 7,900 is having highest number of shares in open interest. Also 8,000 is having approximately 44 lakh shares in open interest, followed by 8,100 which has approximately 24 lakh shares in open interest. Looking at the overall options activity, we may feel that in today's trade, 8,200 which has added approximately 15% shares in open interest in yesterday's trade, it may act as a good support on closing basis. On band period front, there is no security in band period today. On overall FIs were net buyers approximately 2,100 odd crore in future and option segment. They were net buyers of 548 crore in index futures. They were net buyers of 1,792 crore in index options. They were net sellers of 68.30 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 106.23 crore in stock options. A 5-day CVM stands at 8370. Higher range would be 8370, which may act as a stiff resistance. Lower range would be 8200. Currently, Singapore Nifty is down by 37 points, which is at 8283. We may see a marginal flattish to negative start in Nifty futures today. That's it from Derivatives. Thank you.
Friends, let's look at the trading ideas for the day. First one being Reliance Communication. Now, as per media talks, Reliance Communication is in talks with ATC and Carlyle for dilution of its stake in its tower subsidiary Reliance Infratel in the current financial year. Now, in case this deal goes through, it would mean positive rub-off effect on Reliance Communication. So one can long RCOM with stop loss of 59.95 for a potential upside of 66. Now the next idea is M&M. M&M will invest about close to 6,500 crore rupees at its Chakan facility in Maharashtra. Now this Chakan facility is a 100% subsidiary through Mahindra Vehicle Manufacturers Limited and is predominantly involved in manufacturing of utility vehicles and pickups for M&M. Now one can long M&M with stop loss of 1272 for potential upside of 1307. Glenmark has received US FDA nod for cholesterol drug Zetia. Now analysts are factoring in close to $100 million of profitability from this drug in this exclusivity period. This could have an extremely positive impact on Glenmark, and one can long Glenmark with stop loss of 963 for potential upside of 992. Moving on to important news update, there is a news update on net neutrality. Now as per the report on net neutrality, there are few recommendations for disallowing the controversial zero rating plan of telecom players, while proposing that throttling and any sort of prioritization of internet traffic should be completely banned by the government. Now Reliance Industry and its partner in the block KG-D6 block may defer any kind of further development of the R series and satellite gas field because of the uncertain outcome on the overall gas pricing in India. JSW Group plans to invest close to 10,000 crore. This would be for expansion of its port capacity. Now Bharti Airtel is pumping in close to 6,400 crore in this financial year. This would be predominantly to ramp up its pan-India 3G coverage, expanding the network in new as well as the existing circles to deploy data spectrum purchased in March. L&T has won order of close to 2,035 crore from an infrastructure developer. This is for predominantly construction of 110 kilometers of 4-lane dual carriageway of Solapur, Maharashtra, Bijapur, Karnataka road. Compton Greaves yesterday has backed a contract in the power sector in Venezuela. Deep Industry has signed a contract with ONGC for hiring of gas dehydration system for 278 crore, and Lever in a recent statement has said that it is eyeing wider product portfolio as a part of its strategy. The company would enter into herbal products, diapers, and in the current year the company has been able to increase market share in 90% of its product portfolio. Now moving on to the watch list that we've created for the day, we have Amar Raja Batteries stock that we like from positive bias. We like IndusInd Bank as well and Lever. These are the stocks with positive bias, and stocks which one can look to short from intraday trading perspective. We have Sun TV and IOC. Moving on to stocks that we like for long-term investment, we have Ashok Leyland, Bharat Electronics Limited, HDFC Bank, L&T and Ultratech Cement. Thank you.